everyone, welcome to RANK.AVG Universe. My name is Aditya and I work with the analytics industry for last 5 years. And here we are building community of people who believe in democratizing education. And to start this mission, we have choose Excel as the first product, and soon we will add more learning paths to this.
Welcome to part 2 of stat functions. Today we will see mode, median, min, max and rank functions and how do we use them into Excel. Also, I would like to tell you how you can use multiple formulas to gain few of the insights from the data. So let's get started. So let's start with the data set first. We have two columns, product ID and sold quantity. Product ID have multiple records into this data sets. And what we want to identify is what is the mode of the data set, which is this product ID and sold quantity, but we are just looking at sold quantity. We can look at product ID as well. And we can look at median. I'll tell you the definitions as and when we go. We will find minimum value, maximum value in that, and we will also find the ranks with different formulas, RANK.EQ, rank average, and then just simple rank, how you can standardize those formulas. So let's get started with mode. So we will do mode for sold quantity first. We'll just say equal to mode. So mode is nothing but most occurring value into your data set. It could be 1, 2 times, 3 times, 5 times, 1,000 times. So for example, we measure temperature everywhere. What is the correct way of telling measures of temperature in any city? So if you have a regular day which rise between 30 to 35 degrees, but you have out of 30 days you have 10 days where temperature is 33, then the probability of having 33-degree temperature is more. So that's why mode is an important term when you like to see the distribution of your data. First is mode MULT. Here you could only use vertical data set. You could not use horizontal data set into the function. And if you have to use it, you can use a transpose function, which will help you to transform that data from horizontal to vertical data set. Now there is mode SNGL. You can use it for horizontal or vertical or an actual array of data set where you could see what is the highest occurring value in that array. If you would like to know what is array, we have a video on it. Please go check it out on our channel. We'll use mult right now, and we will give the range of reference, right? Number. We'll freeze this and close, hit enter. 142. So I know this data set, so I know where 142 lies. 142 is here for the first time, and then there is this value. But how do we know that there are no other repetitive values, right? There is one other way to check it. What we can do is count if. Let's say this is the whole range. We'll freeze this range, and the criteria is this. So what we are telling through formula is that scan this entire range and tell me how many times that 69 number occurred in that particular range. And if I see, it says 1. And if you want to learn more about count function, we have video on that as well. Now let's just drag this. So now if you see, everything is 1, just this and this value where we could see the 2 number has appeared. That means the entire range have 2 records of this particular value 142, right? So it is saying within the range of C3 to C34, how many times C31 occur. So C31 is nothing but 142, and in this entire range it occurs twice. So that's how mode is getting calculated. Now median. First of all, you will sort this data. We'll do it how median works. I'll first tell you, and then we'll just look at through formula. We will get this. We'll say numbers, and we will just sort this data from smallest to largest. What we want is equal to this plus 1. So over here nothing is there, so it will be 1. And sorry, right. So now that's it. We have created. Now what median says is that it will pick the median value of it. So when we say medium, it means the middle value. So let's say for example, we just have 5 values, 1, we'll just have these 5 values, right? We don't have anything else. That's what we will assume for now. So what will the middle value for this? So middle value will be 3 for this, correct? Because there are 2 cells above and 2 cells below. So that's what your median will be. So if I say equal to median in this range, let's say 3, right? So that's how median is identified. But let's say there are another record, right? You can't just pick the middle value in this case. So what it will do, it will pick the average of 3 and 4, because these are the two middle numbers which the formula can know. And this is how the median is calculated if you don't have same numbers of data points after the middle points, right? So let's just calculate median for this. We'll say median this entire range, F4, close, hit enter. It says 129. So if you see there are 32. If you divide it by 2, ideally you should have 16 rows, right? But you don't have the middle row. So what it will do is it will basically say 16 and 17 average will be taken as a median. So if you see, I have just selected 16 and 17th row, and the average is 129, and that's what we are getting as a median over this for this data set. So that's how median is calculated. Now let's say max. What is the max quantity sold for any particular product in this is something that we want to identify for. So 197 is the max value. Let's say what is the minimum value. Say this is the range that we have to give. Hit enter 8. So minimum is 8 and maximum is 197. But let's say we want to check which product IDs are these, right? We want to know what is the maximum sold product and least sold product in our data set, right? So what we will do is we'll say first match. We want to look up this value into this array F4, and we want an exact match. That's why we'll say 0, and this will give us the row number. Match formula returns a value. It does not returns an reference cell. It will return a value on which row the formula has identified this particular value. And it says on row 21. So if I go over here, so this is the row 21 in the range, right? So now how do I find the product ID, right? I can use index. I will go say this is an array where I want to look at. Okay, I'll freeze this. What is the row number? Row number is this, which we identified through match, and the column number is 1 because we don't have multiple columns in this place. So we'll say close, hit enter. So it says product ID 1. So does 197 refers to product ID 1? Yes, it refers to product ID 1. So we are good. And same we can copy this for minimum as well to identify which product is minimum. So it's 1 again, right? It's on just below that. So that's how min and max are found, and then you can use index match to find the product as well. Why we didn't use VLOOKUP? Because the formula, the data which we want to retrieve is towards the left of the key value, and we could have used XLOOKUP, but since I'm using an older version of Excel, I'm not able to do it. So if you want to learn more about VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, or also index match or XLOOKUP, all the videos are there on our channel. Now let's just see how the rank functions work in this. So let's say rank EQ. It says give us the number. This number C3 into the range reference range of this has to be found, and order should be descending, and hit enter. And we can just copy paste this formula. It says 197 is first, because we know maximum value is 197, so that it should be first, and there are 32 records, so 8 should be the last because it's a minimum value, and that's what we got. what is the difference between rank EQ and rank average, right? There should be something. So what we'll do is we'll say rank average. We'll just try to find out, and this entire reference range f4 comma 0, hit enter. What is the difference between them? So if you see, for repetitive values, it has taken as an average, and it is putting up an average value in front of those as a rank, whereas EQ function does not put average, it just repeats the value. Now let's say we don't want repetitive value, we don't want average. What we want is just basically continuous value like 13, 14, 15, 16, right? So how do we do that? So what we will do is we will go in equal to this rank EQ plus count if range is C3 to C3, because till here how many count has happened for this, then criteria will be again C3, and then close -1, hit enter. So if I just drop this formula down, you could see that this has become 13 and this has become 14. So that's how we have ranked them. So then there are no repetitions. If you see that these records, I'll just highlight them into the system so that you can see them. So what I could do is simply sort this data. I could say largest to smallest. That would be much better. And so if you see that after 12, there are 13 and 14 in the last column, whereas in first it is 13, 13, and then it's 13.5, 13.5. So that's how you use rank functions into Excel, and you could create rank which are not repetitive also, but just using rank EQ plus COUNTIF. And if you want to learn more about again COUNTIF, you can go and check it out on our channel. So I believe that's it. That this is more of like stat functions covered. There are many more into the system, but these are the some which are basically used on everyday basis if you are doing anything regarding Excel. So thank you.
Thank you very much for watching this video. And if these videos are adding values to your learning goal, please hit like, subscribe for more content like this, and share it with your friends and family, because we release videos on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And share your thoughts in the comment section so that we know what you want to see next. So thank you and bye bye.